Welcome to today's episode where we have the new, the latest, the greatest, best team for you here for the Red Velvet Dragon for your guild battle. So thank you for tuning in. As always, down below you'll find the timestamp where we'll actually do a comparison contrast on this particular team first. Then we'll give you the team in order to maximize the Red Velvet Dragon. Now, additionally here, I will say this is the best auto battle team. Yes, that's correct. You don't have to click anything, just battle it out. That is always important because I'm kind of a lazy player sometimes, but maybe not that lazy because I enjoy making content like this. So with that, I just want to say thank you as always. And if you happen to have a question, if you got a comment throughout, do let me know down below because I'd love to hear from you. And on top of that, we got a great Discord server. Come join there as well if you got questions or comments. All right, so here's what we got going on. Red Velvet Dragon. We've kind of gone through a little bit of an evolution here in terms of the team that you could consider using before in terms of the auto battlers right here. This particular team allowed us to get all the way through without actually hitting anything. So before there was a timing on Stardust that you could hit. Here are the toppings that we're on. Obviously, resonant toppings as well. And then additionally there, so you can see all those. And again, maximizing on the damage. Now, additionally here, we do have the new leaders, so don't forget that. So some of this stuff may change here, but right now this is the best team. And we'll cover that here in a second. So let's go ahead and we'll do the practice just so you can see the key difference here. A lot of times, and I'll repeat, a lot of times this is going to have to do with the power level of your cookies, the power level at which they are against themselves, either promotions or ascension, those kinds of a thing as well. All right, so let's let it run again on auto. Now, thank you for your support as always. We do have a swag store available to you if you like gear, all that fun stuff. All right, so as you can see, timing can be very important there to keep Prune alive. My Prune is not that strong. Again, I am a free-to-play player as well, so I like to call that out. All right, there we go. So we'll end roughly around probably a little over 35 million here in terms of damage. As you can see, getting closer to almost 40. Now, if Prune would have stayed alive, probably would have brought that up closer to about 45 or 50. We can click that and continue. You can look at the damage done. See, Prune did a ton of damage. Consider another 10 million against that, depending on where we ended. Could have made a big difference. Now, again, that's Red Velvet Dragon level 15. Our guild here does fairly well. We definitely finish in the top 3,000 generally as well, so that is always great. And then additionally, you can see kind of where we move around in terms of trophies and so forth. Generally, we'll end up in master somewhere as well, so I like to call that out. All right, so that is the first kind of benchmark. Here is the second benchmark. So this team right here is a non-heal team. In order to get through, again, a little bit different. We do have the pin cushion, but another standard one. Essentially, the biggest thing that I want to talk about here is this is the no heal team. There was a no heal team here in order to maximize damage. Did not work great for me because, again, on the auto damage, and then on, of course, my cookies are not as high level in damage as well. Certainly hurts. So again, quickly, if you just want to see, these were the toppings that everything was on. I like to show this because evolution is always key. Let's go to practice. We'll go to max, and you can see how bad this can hurt. So again, mostly for those of you like me that are not maxed on everything, we like to show reality and how this works for you as your cookie runs continue. So you'll see my stuff get wiped pretty quickly here. And again, this was one of the more forward most teams, primarily focused on damage. So no healers, trying to maximize the damage on some of the higher levels. As you can see, I did have a ton of burst damage there initially out of the gate. couple of big pieces here, and again, we still see a high volume of damage. My team just dies. That's the difference. So there we go. There we go. There we go. It's real close, real close, real close. Now, a lot of that has to do with the poison on there. There we are. So right around 59 million. There you go, 59 million. Now, if my team was higher level, definitely could have survived, maybe a little bit more. So that is still a very, very valid strategy, and could be a good strategy for you as well. Now we move into the best team, and on top of that, again, an auto team. So here it is for you today. So we have a newcomer to the team, well, actually two, Rockstar and Mango. Yes, that is right, Mango. Now the big thing with Mango Cookie here is a couple things. Obviously, the more magic candy that you have, the better off Mango Cookie is going to be. I am literally right at +9. Yes, +9. It is getting harder, and stay tuned for a guide on getting crystals and all that fun stuff in order to stay ahead of the curve, because there's so many things that require that. Now, that is a key piece. We also have Rockstar here as the healer, still supported by Margarine and Prune, and then in the front end here, our friend right there, the good old Milky Way Cookie. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the toppings. So in terms of toppings here, we're still on chocolate chipset here for cooldown. We're on attack here for Margarine. We're on cooldown here for Rockstar. We're on cooldown here for Prune, and we're actually going on defense here. You can go attack, but the big transition between attack to solid element here with Mango is that Mango does die kind of quick. And again, I am not ascended, and the rest of my team is still 1 star, which is unfortunate. Now, again, I still get a lot of great boosts because of the way my team is, and all the investments I've made in this game in terms of my time. All right, so we're going to go ahead and practice. So again, we did like 35 and 59. So ideally, this thing on auto should do more than 59. That will prove out our theory here today. But again and again, this team roughly does a little over 60 million. So that's going to be key. Again, keeping things alive here. It's a great blend between damage and a great blend between some heal here with Rockstar. Again, we're gaining on that crit and that heal over time. As you can see, that is a big piece there. Almost losing Prune. Again, Prune being a big key source of our damage. So we'll check that out here in a second towards the end. There we go. We're at 30 seconds. We're still alive with everything. We continue to do really, really nice damage. As you can see, there goes Prune. We had a nice recovery there with Mango. Rockstar is now gone. Here we go. Here we go. One more hit with Mango right at the end. There we are. So much better. Well, not great, but incrementally better. Yes. So we went from 59 to 63. So we gained 4 million and at 50% damage. Now this team can do hundreds and hundreds of millions of damage. That is correct. Yes. At the higher end level of where your team sits, you can absolutely get all the way up there. And we are able to show that incrementally across some of the older versions of this particular team. And then again, additionally, this is a higher level dragon than where our team currently is, and where we currently reside. So let's go ahead and we'll run it against this one here as we close out today. So with that, as always, as we make up here, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode. I appreciate your support. Thank you for the likes and the subs as we continue to grow this amazing community. Now, we should be able to shut down the Red Velvet Dragon here at this level, and we did over 60 million, which means that we should be able to surpass this and overcome this particular run for our guild and move our guild forward in the guild battle. So again, thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you had a question, if you got a comment, do let me know, because I love to hear from you as always. And on top of that, come swing by the Discord server. May your luck or skill be as good as this, as we took down the dragon here, and you also contribute to your guild team just like me. With that, we got a ton of great Cookie Run Kingdom content available to you here on the channel, and more coming all the time. Till next time, we'll see you again soon. Best of luck. We found a spot for Mango. Mango should continue to perform for you as well, and we'll see you soon. Until next time, take care. Mythras out of here, and may your runs in the guild battle and contribution continue.